Should you let your mood to affect your actions? You don't have a choice. It's not something that you can choose because your mood does affect your actions. It's the only thing that does. If you're in a positive mood, you're going to want to act, and your actions are going to be inspired to positive outcomes. If you're in a bad mood, you're not going to want to act, or you're going to be inspired to actions that are going to lead you to a bad outcome. So it's better not to act, actually. So it's not really a matter of choice. And I'm doing this video because I just saw someone saying in the title, do not let your mood to affect your actions. And I didn't went to see what was said about it, but that title got my attention. And I know that in the motivational field, there's a lot of that kind of speech. So you push yourself to go forward, to move forward, even when you don't feel like it, or even when you feel bad about it or bad about yourself. And we do need to push ourselves in the sense of doing the work so we can improve ourselves and improve our life, yes, but we need to know what we can do, what are our limitations, how mind body works, our energy works, because sometimes we're trying the impossible, what leads to failure and the person feeling even worse about herself or himself, right? Because when you try to move forward and push yourself when you are in a bad mood, the result is never going to be positive. It's never going to be good. First, the amount of energy that is going to be required of you, like the amount of energy that you need to push yourself, to make yourself doing when you don't want to do, it's immense. And it's going to make you more tired. It's going to make you even feel bad about yourself, right? Because then you start to motivate yourself. Why don't I? I'm a loser. I need to. I cannot let whatever I'm feeling dictate whatever I do, whatever way you put yourself into. So first is that, like, you're gonna need constantly to push yourself, and sometimes maybe that's the reason why you go to motivational videos or read things about it to motivate you. But that only takes you so far, because that motivation doesn't last long. Either you receive it from someone, or either you're pushing yourself. It doesn't last long. Second, even if at the moment it seems like it leads you to a positive result because you do something that you need to do, or you think is best for you, or even you see, like you want a result, so you go and do the action for that result, so it seems positive. It's never gonna end up well. The result is never gonna be positive because it can't. It defies how energy works. You can never get a positive result coming from a negative action. And the action is never going to be positive if your mood is negative. So what you need to work first is in your mood, okay? Because your mood is what? Your mood is how you feel. Like, you can see your mood in your face, you can see your mood in your body, right? And if that mood is negative, it means that your emotion is negative. It means that your energy is negative. It means that your thought is negative, okay? And you can be negative about that specific thing. So maybe you're pushing yourself to do something that you don't really want to do, or maybe you want a certain result, but you don't think you can, you don't think it's possible, you don't think you have what it takes to get there, you don't think that is fair, your advantage with in relation to others, you don't think you have enough money for it, enough tools, whatever it might be. So there's a negative speech in your mind about it that gets activated when you think about that thing. So it can be something like that, for instance. It can be even negative because in general is negative. So something that you're feeling about yourself, you have a negative speech about yourself. And sometimes people have this and they don't know they have, because pretty much they had it all their life. So they cannot even say, they cannot even realize they are having it. So whatever it is, you're having a bad mood, you're in a bad mood, it means your energy is negative. So what you need to do, or what you should do, is work on that, is help you feel better first, help you feel good first about that specific thing, or in general. Sometimes it's better not to think about the specific thing, okay? Because when your mood changes, then you're going to want to do something. And whatever you're going to want to do, it might be related to that thing or not. But it's going to be a positive. So it's going to be inspired accordingly to your true desires and your true path. Because the positive always leads to positive. And that positive is always the positive for you, not for anybody else. So you can actually use your mood as a way of knowing if you should act or not, if you should push forward, move forward, or just lay low. In a bad mood, it's better to take a nap, it's better not to do anything, it's better to let it rest and let it pass. And like I said, of course, it's better if you work on it. It doesn't need to be all the time and right away, but keep that in mind, that sometimes also if we don't do anything about our mood, it can be bad forever, right? Because like if we have a kind of energy going on, because we have a kind of thoughts going on, and we just let that conversation go on and on and on in our mind, then nothing changes. But resting, stopping, meditating, sleeping, help to slow all that down, and then you can do something about it. You can slowly start to get new ways of thinking, perspectives that will let you feel better, let your mood feel better. So that for one side, sleep, meditate. For another side, go and do something fun. Something that that immediately your mood will get better. Not sometimes, always. I hear this all the time, and I know it is. Like, even people sometimes at work, they are dealing with something, and for instance, a problem or some project that they need to finish, and it just doesn't go right. Things go wrong, or they don't know how to do it. They don't know how to it just doesn't go. It just doesn't get done, or they even can tell that it's taking way too long what it should, because their mood is not in the right place. And they go for a walk, they go even home, they just stop that for a while, they go and rest, they go and do something fun, and suddenly they come back and everything gets done quickly and easily, and it's even a joy, because most of the times these things is actually things that the person likes to do, but they just get trapped in a negative mental state and negative emotion, because they, again, sometimes it's like, oh, I need to do this right now, I need to resolve this right now, this is urgent, this is taking too long, or I don't know how to do this, and it just makes everything slow down. So yeah, change your mood first, and rest. Don't do anything while your mood is bad. Rest. Meditation is great. Go and do something fun that your mood is going to change, and then you're going to want to act, you're going to want to do something. Action is going to be inspired from you for the purpose that you want or not. And when I say you want, you think you want, maybe the inspiration is going to come for you to act in something completely different, but then you'll know, then you'll see what you really want to do and what direction you want to go. Because sometimes the reason also that you don't want to act, or you don't feel like acting, or something is pushing you down, pushing you back, or like you keep postponing it. I need, but I just can't do it now. I just can't do it now. so many times this happens because deep inside, even if your mind doesn't know, deep inside you know that it's not what you want to do, it's not the direction you want to go, or it's not exactly in that way, it's something else. But because your mind believes certain things, that it should be this way, or it should be done this way, or is this what you want, and it keeps pushing you, but you don't want. So sometimes action also doesn't flow freely from you because it's not really what you want. So change your mood first and you'll find out all of this.